you always have to make a good first impression. How do you establish the good first impression that you're trying to make, right? Well, you need to have established your way of self-talk and your way of thinking about yourself, right? Let's say you're meeting someone that has to do with, a promotion or something, right? At your job. When you go to first have that interaction, they need to get a certain vibe from you, right? And how do they pick up on a certain vibe? It has to do with all of the qualities and everything that you have going through your life in general. So if you tend to be an honest person, you're going to come off as an honest person. If you tend to lie, you can't really fake that vibe. You see what I mean? If you are a dishonest person, people are going to be able to tell right off the bat just from meeting you, right? Another good thing to look at is like your aura, right? When you meet someone, before ever having a word of interaction, whatever, a single conversation or anything, you can pick up on their vibe that comes off as a good person or an honest person. I got a good vibe from that guy. I got a bad vibe from that guy. You can tell from like a girl, right? I've met girls that are like a normal girl that you would meet, and then others where you just get a bad vibe from them, like they have another agenda, right? They're a little too nice, and some girls are obviously like instantly attracted to you, but others are just weirdly you just get a bad vibe from them, and you know that they might have another agenda, right? Same thing goes for when you're meeting, when you are the one trying to meet someone that, like, for example, you're trying to get a promotion, right? They need to tell that you're obviously an honest person, that you're not going to stab someone in the back, that you've got integrity, you've got morals, you've got values, right? They need to be able to pick up on all that stuff when they first meet you, right? With that first impression. And you can establish all those things by establishing yourself. So what I mean by that is, let's say you, like I said, we're going to have that first impression one day. Instead of saying, oh, I hope I make a good impression on them, right? I hope I make a good first impression on them. You don't hope for that. You establish that. You make that your reality. You affirm to yourself. You solidify to yourself. You know truly in your gut, in your being, that you are going to make a good first impression on this person, because you always make good first impressions on people. Why? Because your vibe and your aura when you meet someone new is this, and this. You establish that. How do you establish that? You've got a plethora of different options. You can visualize. You can do self-affirmations. You can do, hypnosis videos on YouTube. You can journal out. You can write down. You can describe your vibe when people meet you, basically. You can make it whatever it is that you want it to be. But you need to put a lot of energy into it so that it solidifies. That energy needs to become dense, right? Think about how, like, a great basketball player or a football player or, an artist or, like a singer or anything like that. Think about their self-talk when they're about to go perform. When somebody's about to go play in the Super Bowl, think of Tom Brady, right? Think about how he was talking to himself before he goes out there. You think he's, man, I hope I win, and I hope I can make some good throws. Like, no. Obviously, he's like, man, I'm the GOAT. Like, I'm the best there is. Like, I'm going to dominate this game. I'm going to win. I already won. Like, the Super Bowl ring is already on my finger. He's already visualizing it. He's seeing it. He's breathing it. He's creating himself. He's creating that version of himself, right? He's solidifying who he is. That comes off. Like, you can be extremely confident and truly, like, rooted in your self-confidence. People will pick up on that when they meet you. But if you're not confident, you're trying to fake it, people can tell that you're not being authentic, right? If you're trying to become confident and quote unquote trying, see, that means you're not confident, right? If you're trying to fake this confidence, people can pick up on you that you got this inauthenticity about you, right? That you're not being real, and you're going to make bad first impressions because people are going to be able to tell, hey, something's off with this guy. He's trying to be somebody he's not. Instead of fake it till you make it, or trying to be confident, right? Quote unquote, again, trying to just become confident. How do you become confident? You rewire yourself. You go into your mind. You put a lot of time and energy into affirming to yourself that you are confident. Why are you confident? Because I go to the gym, because I work on myself, because on my free time, I know that I'm focusing on developing myself. I've read books on social dynamics. I've read books on social interactions. I've read books on female psychology, on male psychology, on everything, right? I am confident because I know what I am doing on a day-to-day basis. I know where I'm going. You establish all these things. You basically, instead of just living life in autopilot, you design yourself how you want yourself to be. You design your aura. You design your vibe. You make it what you want to be. So then the more and more time and energy, this isn't like, okay, this week I'm going to affirm to myself that I'm confident, and all of a sudden next week you got this like elite God level confidence. No, like this takes weeks, months, years of establishing who you are, right? Rewiring. You have to get rid of the old programming of your old self and start rewiring and reprogramming your new self. That doesn't happen overnight. You need to put the time and effort into it. But the beauty of it is that at the end of the tunnel, and the light at the end of the tunnel is that all of a sudden you are a new person. You can meet people that you haven't seen in like 5 years and they're like, dude, you're a whole different person in a much better trajectory, right? You're confident, you're leveled up, your physique's looking good, your bank account's looking, fat. Like everything in life is you got this aura to you, you've got this vibe, you're glowing, right? Like literally when life is good, people can look at you in the eyes and they can tell, like, dude, this guy's living. That's another thing. When you're making good first impressions, yes, your aura and everything, and then there's like the physical things, like your body gestures, like your chest. You want to have your shoulders forward. You want to have your shoulders back. You don't want to have shitty eye contact. You want to be looking them in the eyes. You want to be looking them. There's a way to make eye contact. You see, you learn all these things. You got to put the time and energy into learning how to make good first impressions. Yeah, I mean this stuff should be given. Like if you're past the age of 18, you should already like have taken the time to learn these basic things about life. Because these little, if you want to call it life hacks or whatever, they just make your life better in every possible way. When you're interacting with people you're trying to date, or when you're, business meetings, or when you're anything, like any people you meet in life, friends, associates, whatever, you're always going to make that good first impression. You're going to come off as a good, genuine person, genuinely nice person that you're looking to give value to others, make the world a better place. That's a really good first impression, that you're not in this life just for everything's for you. Like you're here to help others, and you're here to make the world a better place and make your life a better place. There's a balance, right? You want to make your life better, and you want to make the lives better. Your life becomes better by you being focused on making other people's lives better. That's a good way of looking at it, right? What you put out, you get back. So anyways, you guys, making good first impressions, you want to establish your vibe. You want to establish your aura. You design it. You can make it whatever you want it to be. Magnetic, charming, attractive, confident, etc., etc., etc. You design it the way you want it to be. Now you can solidify that however you want to. You can journal this stuff out. You can write this stuff out on a day-to-day basis. You can write it out once and read it to yourself every morning and every night. You can record a video of yourself talking to yourself, right? Maybe just like an audio file of the affirmations that you want. Like this is you talking to yourself. My vibe is like this. My aura is like this. When people meet me, this is the first impression that they get of me. That I am this, and this. Picking up what I'm putting down, you establish that. And you want to like put more and more energy into this. This isn't like a 1 week thing or a 1 month thing. You need to do this consistently to the point where you notice the change in your reality. That's like when you can say, okay, I can like, you don't have to like completely forget about it, but like you'll just have leveled up in that aspect of life. Instead of saying that I want to hopefully I make a good first impression. No, I always make good first impressions because I am this, that, and the other. Like you have established who you truly are internally and mentally, right? And then that will reflect in your day-to-day life. All right. So if you want one-on-one mentorship with me, you can sign up to the Patreon link in the description below. Drop a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I will see you guys next time.